Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Rachit Jain and I make videos about student life, tech and photography. So in today's video, I'll be talking about the things that I found good and bad about online university and my experience with it. It's mostly bad if I'm being honest. So without further ado, let's dive into the video. In my personal experience, online university is not really worth the money or the time that it demanded. But since we don't have any other option apart from taking a gap year, here are some of the tips and tricks that I learned over the past year of attending online university. If you are someone who's recently starting online classes or who is going back to online classes in fall, make sure you stick to the end of the video to get to know all the tips and tricks that I talk about. And without further ado, let's dive into it. Number one, take care of your body. Trust me, the number one thing that I regret throughout the entire year of attending online classes is not understanding how big a difference sitting on a desk for 15 hours can cause. My body is in the worst physical condition it could have been in the past year because I took it for granted. Taking care of your body can be something as simple as stretching regularly and not sitting in one position for too long. Your posture while sitting on your desk also plays a huge role in the long-term strength of your physical body. So stop working from your bed. So try to keep a designated desk for your work, which will help you sit straight, and try to invest in a good chair if possible, because we will be sitting on a desk and working from home for the coming year or two. Take breaks every 1 to 2 hours to give rest to your body, stretch in that time, and also make sure that you're stretching and rotating your wrist while you're taking a break. That will help your wrist to take a break from typing. I developed severe carpal tunnel syndrome through the past year because I was not giving myself enough breaks, and I was constantly typing throughout the day and typing in back positions and not giving yourself a break, or not stretching your body or rotating your wrist constantly and doing exercises that help you to type for longer periods can often take a bad toll on your body. And once you develop carpal tunnel syndrome, you will be decommissioned for the entire week. So that is not something you want to do. If you go through that situation, there will be times where you can't even type for 30 minutes. I've had times when my wrist used to pain so bad, even though I was typing for just 10 to 15 minutes. So make sure you start working out. If gyms are closed in your areas and you don't have an open space to work out, try stretching your bodies at least 4 to 5 times a day. This prevents the buildup of uric acid in your bones, which usually causes fatigue and pain in your joints. Number 2, social interaction is essential. Find a way to do something that makes you stay in the loop. This can be tough, especially because you're not going to meet out our friends. But that should not mean that we stop talking to anyone and stay in our own shell throughout the day. Try joining a new club or organization in your university, which will give you a sense of community even though you're stuck at home. I did the same thing. When COVID started, I was feeling pretty lonely. So I joined 5 clubs and organizations in my university. That gave me a sense of community and exposed me to new people, and I made new friends. Now, I wouldn't recommend joining 5 clubs at the same time, obviously, because the work pressure can be too much, but try joining 1 or 2 at least. Joining clubs is also a very good way of getting to know your seniors. This will also help you to get to know what you should be doing in your career, or how you could make the most out of your degree throughout your university life. These clubs are more about creating bonds and friendships that extend beyond the need of the work that the organization is doing. Something apart from joining clubs can be just calling your friend over Zoom. Make a study group session where some of your friends sit together on a Zoom session and you guys study your own thing. Right? You don't have to keep the mic on all the time. You can keep the mic off, but just having someone you can look at who's also studying would help you get that sense of community and that feel that you usually get in a library. The idea of studying with someone over Zoom is not that much related to productivity. It's more so related to the relaxation of the mind, so that you don't constantly feel that you're doing everything alone. Number 3, get ready for the day. Now, I'm not asking you to put on a suit and get ready for the day, although you could definitely do that. In fact, try it out for one day. Anyways, jokes aside, this is something that could act as a trigger point that helps you focus better throughout the day. So getting ready for the day could be as simple as having a bath and putting a fresh pair of clothes. Like seriously, it's that easy. Once you wear fresh clothes or change your clothes into something that is not your pajamas or your sweatshirts, your mind triggers your body into an active state, whether you like it or not. This sudden boost in energy can easily be converted into a focus session if you get to work. Now, getting ready for the day also includes minding your workspace. So in case you have something lying around on your desk from the previous day that would prevent you from getting to work on your desk, remove that and then start your work. Please do not give in and go to your bed and start working. You will fall asleep. Trust me. In the past year, there have been many days where I did not want to work and did not want to get out of my bed. But this one simple habit of getting up, having a bath and changing my clothes into something that is not my pajamas or my sweatshirts usually helped me to get back on track pretty fast. Also, try keeping this stage in the first 2 to 3 hours after you wake up, because once you enter that slump stage, you won't be able to get out of it. Number 4 is create a timetable or a schedule for the day. I'm sure many of you have heard a lot of people saying to create a schedule so that you are productive during the day. But creating a schedule is not just for productivity. It is something that helps you free out space during the day so that you can do things apart from work. So you could free out space for watching Netflix, you could free out space for talking to your friends, or enjoying whatever you do apart from work. Use time blocking techniques, where you create blocks of time during the day and you focus on particular tasks or group of tasks during that block. So let's say you wake up at 8 a.m. Then create a time block from 9 to 11 a.m. where you work on something and you don't get distracted from anything else, right? And once you're done with that focus session or that block of time, give yourself a reward. Take a break for 1 hour and do something that you enjoy, right? Then create another time block that, let's say, from 1 to 3 p.m. that helps you work on another project for some time. Give yourself a reward by taking lunch or something that, gives you a break from working. Use this technique throughout the day to keep focus sessions where you can actually work without getting distracted, and then free up space to reward yourself for the work you did. I've used this technique extensively over the past year, and this has helped me to get through some miserable long days. I'll give you a short backstory on how this helped me. So I'm currently living in India, but I'm attending college in Canada, right? So there's a 9.5 hour time difference. Now to compensate that time difference, I usually had to stay up at night. So my schedule for the entire day looked something like this. I woke up around 12 to 1 p.m, right? From 1 p.m. to 2:30 p.m, I did not do anything. Like, I just had lunch because it was too late to call it a breakfast. I spent time with my family, I got ready for the day, that's it. I did not work on anything, right? From 2:30 or 3 p.m. to 5 p.m, I worked on a focus session. I learned new things. Since it was still daytime, I could still learn a lot of stuff because I'm usually a morning person, so I learn better during the day than at night. So I tried to learn most of my things during 3 to 5 p.m, right? Then I would take a short break from 5 to 6 p.m. In this break, I would do something that, gives me a boost of creativity. I could, go out and shoot some photos, make some videos or something like that. Then again, from 6 to 7:30, I used to work on something, do some assignments or something like that. From 7:30 to 8:30, I gave myself a break where I used to have dinner and then, watch Netflix or watch TV or whatever I want to do, right? From 8:30 to 11 o'clock, I used to again work on something. I could be working on assignments, I could be working on certain projects and stuff like that. My classes usually started around 11 p.m. So that's when I went into classes, right? From 11 p.m. to 2 to 3 a.m, I used to have classes. So that's the time where I used to sit on Zoom calls and stuff like that. After 3 a.m. till 6 a.m. in the morning, I used to basically work on anything that was important during the day, whether it's studying for a test, attending meetings for clubs and organizations, working for the clubs and stuff, or doing anything that I could be doing during that time, right? Since my brain was not very alert at that time and was drained throughout the day because of all the work I had been doing, so I did not do anything that was, learning related or that required too much of brain power at that time. I usually did tasks that I could, maybe let's say solving an assignment or solving some kind of questions or going through some notes or working on something that did not really require me learning something new. And then again, I used to go to bed around 6 or 7 a.m. and then I used to wake up again around 12 to 1 p.m. and repeat the entire process. So yeah, it was a pretty rough stretch, but anyway, you can see how I use time blocking techniques to block out times and chunks during the day where I know my body is focused or where I know my body is not that focused and my mind cannot take too much at that time, right? So I created that block of time and I've worked on specific tasks that could give me the best output during the day. Number 5, reward yourself. It is completely normal to get burnt out with the same routine and same schedule every day. Make sure you're giving your mind and body enough breaks and reward. Take frequent breaks every 1 to 2 hours. Stretch, go for a 5-minute walk. Do something that takes your mind off the work that you have been doing. The best achievement you can get during COVID-19 is staying alive, both mentally and physically. Please take care of your health and find ways to reward yourself during the day. So yeah, that seemed like a long video. Hope you guys found something helpful throughout the video. I hope these tips can prevent you from burning out through the entire process, both mentally and physically. That's it for this video. If you guys enjoyed the video, make sure you like the video and share it with someone who can benefit from it. Make sure you subscribe to the channel to watch more such videos. Hope you guys are staying safe. Thank you for watching and I'll talk to you guys in the next one.